Well, I love the picture behind me here from Wall Lake. And you know how you try to capture a scene, and a picture is worth 1,000 words, but even this picture cannot capture the beauty, can't capture the breeze, can't capture the sound, can't capture even the depth of color. It does a good job. It gives you the idea and the sense. But sometimes it's impossible to fully describe the scene. And here at the end of Second Corinthians chapter 9, the Apostle Paul is ending his address, his argument for generosity from the Christian's heart. And he concludes it by saying, "Thanks be to God for his indescribable gift." And if you think about it, that is such a perfect statement to point our hearts to consider the generosity and the genius of God. He designed this grace, this gift. Part of his gift is is confidence, peace, hope, forgiveness, all these things. In fact, I'm convinced that if you take Jesus and you consider him one aspect, one facet of Jesus every day for the rest of your life, I would say even every hour of every day for the rest of your life, you would not exhaust all the ideas, all the truth about Jesus that you could consider. I'm convinced that our human mind couldn't even comprehend much of what God has done for us. His gift is indescribable. I can describe the gifts that I've given and the gifts that I've received. We can use time stamps. Oh, I remember when I got this gift. I remember when you gave me that. I remember when I gave you this. Sometimes I would remember how much it cost, where I found it, or how I made it. And if it's a piece of woodworking, say the kind of wood, how long it took to carve it or to put it together. We can describe our gifts. I have here on my desk a little chess set. Came from South Africa. Jim and Shirley were over there. They brought it back and gave it to me as a gift. And this is very describable. I can describe the pieces, the board itself. It's colorful. It's fun. Each piece is a different animal. And it wouldn't take me long to write up a thorough, complete description and give you, even just with words, the idea of what this chess that looks like exactly. But you can't do that with God's indescribable gift. And Paul is saying, if God has gifted us like this, and we are motivated by gratitude to be generous and kind and godlike, look what he's given to us. Just consider parts of this gift. And I'm convinced whoever wrote the song, Count Your Many Blessings, Name Them One by One, had this experience. Because when we stop and consider God's indescribable gift, when we consider the gifts that are contained in it, then the things of earth grow strangely dim in the light of his glory and grace. And our hearts then and our minds are soothed, comforted, and encouraged and equipped and emboldened to be what God has called us to be. So let this affect your heart, your mind. Let his transforming power continue working in our hearts and our minds, that we can be more and more aware, more wise with heaven's wisdom, and generous, because we know that he has given us this indescribable gift. We know his name is Jesus, and everything for life and godliness God has given to us in him. So we're generous, we're kind, we're different, we're peculiar in this world, motivated by the love that God has poured into us. And I get to remind you again, God loves you, and we love you too.